Hello and welcome back to the second episode to my podcast called Market Voices of Africa. So this is the chapter number 2 and thank you for joining again. In the chapter 1 we talk about theAfCFTA and how Africa wants a big one market. So in the first chapter we talked that Africa wants individuality, and this is a great example in how if Africa start to work together between their countries of their continent, they can share a lot of knowledge and also they can benefit to other markets in all over the world. So today I want to go deeper. I want to talk about the short businesses, the real businesses, and starting because the small businesses in Africa, they are really different. The businesses in Africa, they are tiny, they are like medium, and a lot of others share the same characteristics. A fact is that 19% of African companies are small companies or micro businesses. This is a key idea to understand why in the first chapter I mentioned a lot that if they benefit to other countries, they can more people start to working and start these businesses, and they can benefit all of them. They produce more half of the goods and services in many countries, and for example they share their products to other continents such as Europe and United States and to other regions. They employ millions of people, mostly women and young workers, and many of their work is in sectors such as agriculture, retail, textiles, food, products and repair services. So this is a key to understand why this regional market is increasing, because the sectors in which the African population are working is sectors that they need to exploit like the people. They need like hard labor to that work can easily go to other continents. So in the first chapter, as I mentioned, they are changing this idea in which Africa is like the hard worker and the others are like the beneficiaries. Africa is now making some decisions to start to increase their technology to rate their workers, but also to start different life conditions to everyone. Think and this as an example. For example, in Nigeria, the small businesses create almost the half of the GDP. In Kenya, the medium businesses are more than 7 million jobs, and in Ghana, women are the main of the shops, of the tiny and small shops, of the food businesses. This is a key point to understand that they are the foundation of life, but they also face real barriers. To mention some context, before the theAfCFTA, small businesses faces real problems because they mention a lot of they start to struggling with a lot of restrictions because the small businesses wanted to sell their products to their to another African country. So the taxes were really elevated and really high. In some cases, they up to 13.5% or 14%. So selling across borders were too expensive for them. And thinking about these, for example, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, for them to sell their products was really hard. And considering the small and tiny customers and shops that they had, their conditions are not stable for them to start to sell their products and to like receive money and receive the price that they want from their products. So companies, as we know, also they have their mainly trade rules, their taxes, the custom documents, their products and requirements, and their standards. So the small businesses could not understand these systems. That's why people have like this idea that Africa keeps struggling with all of these requirements that all of the companies have. So this was a great disadvantage for them because the big companies could and the small companies could not. Also, the trucks sometimes waited to 3 to 7 days at borders, and sometimes more. As small businesses cannot provide and lose that time because think of the delay of their products. How this change between all of the markets can be successful if their transport is not on time. They also experiment a lot of delays with their products, and the small businesses start to lose a lot of money. Talking about the situation to transport is really important because transport is the main actor in which their products can raise their goal to the other countries. So think this as, for example, if West Africa wants to send their product to maybe Europe, what days of delay that product is going to be in the hands of Europe? Maybe weeks, days, or months? I think it's months because the small companies start to face these transport inequalities, and they waste a lot of money because transport was or too slow or too expensive. So they don't have the conditions to sell their products. Also, they don't have access to a bigger market because I think this as, for example, a business from Rwanda might want customers in Zambia or South Africa, but without trade rules, this was almost impossible. So the result was simple. Small businesses stayed small and they could not grow because if they don't have like these conditions, they stay small, and because they don't have customers to start to buy their products or to sell their products. So I already mentioned a lot of bad things and situations that they are facing, but firstly, I need to mention some context of the, maybe, I don't want to say bad decisions that Africa faced in the past, but I need to clarify that to understand why the AFCFTA is trying to fix these problems with changes and no promises with reality. First, they want to cut tariffs. I really want to specify this point because 19% of African goods will have zero tariffs. This is impressive, and this is happening step by step. I think the first report was by the year of 2021, and to 2030 they have this goal, and they also are they are making alliances to really finish this goal. Now that I mentioned that the AfCFTA is working to reduce their tariffs to 0 to a 19%. Also, they want to have this digital platform from the customs, documents, payments, and standards. As I mentioned before, the big companies of other regions, they have like these documents and all of these platforms, big platforms to do that, but the small companies didn't have that one, so they didn't have organization, they didn't have this technology to really improve their market. And this helps also the small businesses because they only need to learn one system. Also, one of their main goals is to faster the borders, because some borders are not adapting to electronic customs, the green lanes for movements, and simplified papers for the small traders. Remember the thing that I told you before, that transport was important because it's the main actor to move their products. Well, in the past, Africa was really slow with the transport. Literally, they wait months to one product to go to another country, and right now that's not happening. With this initiative, for example, a place from Rwanda or Uganda is taking hours to reach their goal to another region, and they have already developed the transport, and they are making it easier to their products to reach to their main trade partner. Also, they have an initiative called the Youth Trade Initiative. This is really important, and I want to really be clear here, because it started in the year of 2022, and it is a pilot project that makes real trade happen under the AfCFTA rules. The countries that all already joined include Rwanda, Kenya, Ghana, also South Africa, Tanzania, Cameroon, and Egypt. And the small businesses in these countries are already selling across borders with lower tariffs. For me, this initiative is really important because it is related to what I already mentioned to you in the first chapter, that the key to Africa to be successful is firstly to start working between each countries, because they in the past were dependent in other regions, in other continents, and they don't start to take actions in their own areas. They didn't want to start to take actions in their own status, in their own with their own citizens, with their own populations. And for example, what I already mentioned before, that East Africa, West Africa, North Africa, Southern Africa, they are connecting right now with each other to increase and to be more good between all the citizens and to be a benefit from all. So this is also related with one of the social situations that people also have in their mind: women. Also, this regional market is supporting women. That I think it is really important, because I don't know if you already if you remember that in the first chapter I mentioned that most of the population that work in Africa are mainly women and the youthful. So they are making a lot of processes, and they start to make agreements, do women-led businesses, to young entrepreneurs, and to cross-border traders. This is important because women run more than half of informal trade in Africa. As I mentioned to you, Africa, to improve, needed to really start, the word is not copying, but start to be like sharing knowledge and to hear knowledge to other regions, because they are now investing in technology, and this is one of the main proposals that the regional market have to better digital trade, because now the theAfCFTA is working to more mobile payments, online stores, digital documents, researches, and also to e-commerce rules. This is a really big help to small businesses to traveling all over the world, and also without crossing the borders and their areas. And also this helps to small companies to know losing their products on the road. This is a really important situation for Africa, because to transport were limited, but right now that they are investing in technology, this can be 10 times better to them, to really demonstrate that they can send products, that they can be a great supporter, and that they can be a great in general partner from other biggest companies in all over the world. As a conclusion of the chapter, I really want to say that the theAfCFTA is making a great progress in making Africa to be successful and to really start to increase, because change is happening, and the theAfCFTA is not perfect, and some countries are more slow than others, but the changes are really being made, and the rules are not yet ready, because some borders still have problems, and there's a lot of inequalities with the youthful, with women, and transport is still really expensive in many regions, but in others they don't pay a lot to transport, and we can say that the routes are expand. So every year more African women, more African child, more African men are getting a new job, and that's what really is important, because more success stories appear, and the AFCTA is like a road that a road under construction, because you drive on other parts and other parts are still work, but I know that they are making a good effort, and their direction is clear. So thank you once again to see this chapter. See you in the next chapter. In the next chapter, I am going to specify more the examples that the AFCFTA is making, and the final conclusion on this regional market in Africa. So thank you so much, and see you in the next chapter.